Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make.
Yo, I got a lot of shit to say, so I'ma do this every day. I'll be writing things until I'm fucking buried in my grave. 6 feet deep under, but my body won't decay. Cause my messages are timeless, so they'll put them on display. Oh yeah, I rap with a certainty, I have a sense of urgency. A message for eternity, for everyone internally. I had some people burning me, but now they fucking learn to see I ain't the one to fuck with, now they looking nervously. And I don't really care what you think of me respectfully. You can kick rocks if you think you're fucking better, see. I will outwork you, turn you to an enemy. Hurt you so bad that you're gonna need some therapy. I got the motherfucking recipe. I've been cooking up hits, I'ma leave a legacy. You'll be looking small when you're standing right next to me. I'm 5'10", bitch, but I'm 10 feet next to me.
I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way.
Shut your mouth, you can save it. I'm the same dude that got his come up from the basement. 100 songs, 100 weeks, didn't change it. Experiments, development, intelligence, and patience. I'll do it all again, cause I never feel complacent. Let's keep the good vibes, positivity's contagious. I'm never looking back, cause I made a life that's passionate. A college graduate suppressing all his talents, yeah. He found a way to go and change, become an advocate. For taking control of your life, go out and battle. And you think you have a dream, then act on it. Get after it, get out your head and fucking capture it. You got one life to master it. Don't give up on your future, we all start losers. We're all late bloomers, gotta struggle through the sewer.
What you say? Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Cause I don't give a fuck what you say. Yeah, I'ma do shit my way. So you can go kick rocks, I'ma stack bricks up, build what I want to make. Yeah, I'ma do it my way. Everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
I wanna be the greatest. Everybody on the fake shit. I look around and feel like everybody is the fakest. I make this every day and I'm impatient, hoping one day I blow up from the basement. Statement, the top is so vacant. I don't hear shit that I think is amazing. Waiting for my day when I'm playing sold out shows for 1,000 faces. Hey, give me that crown, get in my way and to be put down. It ain't your place, no, this my town. If I want that shit, then I'll get it right now. I'm losing it, the noose it fits, some loose shit, a stupid myth. You choose to live or choose to dip, you choose to fight or lose your grip and lose a gift.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
Yeah. There's no mercy in this world, just hunger-thirsty persons in different versions. Each new update, that shit worsens. Why? Pull back the curtain and you'll see the different vermin. We all have different burdens that all seem to cause disturbance. Y'all, do me a favor, don't treat me like a neighbor. Don't need the different flavors of your problems just to savor. I've got my own issues, I need a comb to get through. Don't need to groan with you, just go get your own tissue.
I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign. I feel like I'm losing my mind. Is everybody in the world blind? Please, Lord, give me a sign, a sign.
That's it, the end of the song. Next time you'll sing along. Trust me, there's nothing wrong. I just need to carry on, cause society's a myth put there to make you sit. Listen to what they give. Don't ask questions, shut your lid. Yeah, don't ask questions, shut your lid. I need to run away from this and go get off the grid. Feel like my brain is overloaded, man, I'm losing it. Don't let them tell you what to do, man, they don't know shit. Let's go light up the
Yeah, that says about all today. So, yeah, I'm ready to go get my 5 wins and my 82 losses on this game, so that way I can get number 1 in this week's run. But yeah. Anyway, Cake Clive, thank you for saying hi and stuff. Yeah, well, Clive, you know how YouTube is, man. If I would have hit live and still had a cigarette hanging out of my mouth, man, they would have pulled this stream. They probably would have perma shadow banned me from YouTube or something, because gotta think of the kids and all that stupidity. So, I need that long intro, man. But yeah. Yeah, well, I mean, dude, let's put it this way. I do not trust YouTube because they force me to do sensitivity for kids training, because I put up a short on here that had to do with a stormtrooper being cut by a lightsaber and forgot to switch it for not for kids. So I don't trust them anymore. If that makes sense. Because they said it falls under realistic violence. So I don't trust them to even let me get away with a cigarette. But yeah. But yeah, this is gonna be fun. Maybe 12, maybe hours. I don't know. I lost count of how little sleep this week. Had maintenance coming in at like butt crack of dawn or earlier, and contractors, because when they were fixing the apartment upstairs, they dropped like concrete piping putty or something all down our drain. So it's literally been a week of replacing bathtub and shower and all that, which means getting to bed at my usual time and being woke up at like 6 a.m. or less. So I'm exhausted. I have extra strength coffee, so I've at least moved out of exhaustion to tired. Computers have been being assholes. Controllers have been being assholes. Flash drive stopped working on my mini, so now I gotta go fix that when I'm done. Yeah, it's been one of those type of days, and I've only been up for slightly over 2 hours. But yeah. Hey, Rabbit, thank you. Ooh. Oh, man. Yeah, well, here's the thing. Duck Station is what I'm using. It plays this game where the other one wouldn't, but my goodness, does this not accept a wide range of controls like the other one did. So, I guess I had to trade easy, quick plug and play for start the game 17 times to make sure I can get the controller to work the way it should, right? Right? Whatever. Nothing better to get your brain working in the morning than having to sit here and map controllers and troubleshoot. Because, yeah. That's what everybody wants to do when they first roll out of bed. Anyway. Well, like I said, I know I had no movement. So I know that at first. So then I had the D-pad set up to the analog stick, which then got me movement and everything working. But then it did something. I forgot what it dropped. Oh yeah, when I went into the menu, left was up, left was, sorry, right was up was up, down was down, and the other direction was the correct direction. But it worked fine in the game. So then I had to go back in and switch it to a digital controller instead of an analog controller. And now everything seems to work in the menu, except down on this game settings that you see right here, making sure I've got everything correctly for y'all, by the way. Down changes the property, but all the other buttons work, and it does go down. So, whatever. I also did a small practice figuring out the controllers, and I did at least get 8 wins with no ability to move my character in walking. So if I have no mobility, I can still play it. I would like all of it to work, but if I have no mobility, I know I can still win fights on this. So yeah, and that was a 10-minute test. Yeah. You know, Rabbit, you keep that up when you get here. I'm going to sit there and put this on and hand you a controller, and we'll go live and we'll see who's good at it. If you want me to shut up about it, you got to beat me in the game. How's that sound? And it'll be a 2-tier. See who beats who the most in the fighting game, and then I'll see who gets farther in the RPG dungeon thing. Yeah, my coffee is extra strong, and it still doesn't work right now. Clive Dancy, yes, she does. She's an all Twitcher, by the way, so you probably wouldn't like going over there. You know how that goes. Yeah, no, Rabbit is the resident Pal World only streamer who has recently moved into Oblivion and Assassin's Creed Origins for a little while out of requests. Hey, she tried. Let's give her credit. She did Facebook for IRL in a little bit, and Facebook be Facebook. You know how that works. Facebook be doing Facebook things. So, Clive, let's go ahead and clap for her on this. She was on Facebook and 3 streams, barely got anybody, but she went over to Twitch, and as soon as she can get all her information to put in, she will be affiliate over there, and I think it took her a month or less. So, let's go ahead and give her a hand on that one, right? Yeah, I noticed it was. I went over there to try to look at a couple of y'all's stuff over there. I noticed it was dead. It was like next to nobody doing anything over there, man. Really? Yeah, but look how much more success you had over there than Facebook. Like, honestly, though. Honestly. What's that one Be Right Back song I have that says Facebook sucks? That I've played on Facebook for them a couple times and have actually gotten 10 and 20-day bans for just that song because I was talking about them. Yeah. So. Thank you, Trina. Oh, Clive, it's really not that bad over there. But I understand. I understand. I understand. All right. Not everybody's preference. I get it. I do. I wish they would let the videos stay on there longer? Yes, I do, actually, because that would make it easier for everybody in these judging competitions. Don't forget, I used to be a judge in a competition, so I completely understand that. Hi. Excuse you. I'm busy. Clive. I just had the same problem you have. I just had a cat decided that it wanted to insert itself into the stream. But yeah, so that's my soapbox for this. I'm just complaining about life, Trina. That's all. Not really a complaint. You know, Rabbit, if I had the ability to wear skirts and have things people wanted to look at and not feel bad about myself at the end of the day, I'd probably get a lot of people too. But I know ain't nobody want to see this. See that whole entire idea. I probably just said that and probably lost everybody, including Clive's whole thing. Oh, I know. I'm very well aware of that. Don't worry. I think after I'm done here, her little bit of her little attempt run with Oblivion, with no backseat help from me, by the way, will calm her down. I'm pretty sure. I mean, that's fine. But Trina, here's the thing: you already missed 6 completions, girl. So, anyway, let's go ahead and think I know what's going on, as I have no clue. See if I can figure out what. Oh yeah, that's right. I did that, didn't I? There should be something that revolves around supposed game sound, but it's going to be loud as fuck because it's still set up for the Wii. There we go. Like I said, if Trina had been in earlier, man, she would have caught the 6, 7 completions. I'm about to go on my 8th. So, and that's fine, Trina. I understand. We all can't go on camera real well and look like Wook and Jabba the Hutt, and get your engine going so you don't have to take a nap. And no, I am not playing before you say anything, Clive. But yeah, so. You know what? I will hand you reference numbers later, and you can ask that. But I'll make sure that didn't change my options for y'all. Yep, there we go. That is right? Yep. 260, 160. Yep, go. Easy. Good. Didn't change my shit. I'm good with that. There. Clive, I also said earlier that would take the Hubble to be able to find what you're talking about. So, But yeah. I just need to know which greatness I'm going to play. I still say we should have done this one. But that's me. Now for the 25-hour load. I don't know why I went backwards on me. Honestly, I don't. Let's do it. Maybe I'm in the wrong buttons. I don't know. Again, I'm not awake. Oh, that was an elbow. That would be one hit. Alright. Well, why? Why, Trina? Are y'all afraid I'm gonna sit there and make y'all look miserable if we do? Considering we all know that's what I grew up playing, mostly only other than sports games. Yes, game. She has life left. Thank you. Okay, controller is actually working great, so I'm good with this. See if I can keep this streak going. I just don't know what I'm going to do next. Yes. Ah, yes, pull that. There we go. Good, a game's actually picked up on how I play. I like it. Okay, game. Now you're being weird. So yeah, I think I just had a temporary controller malfunction. Oh well. Works great for like the first. Oh well. Okay, I play. Yep, I just had a complete controller defunction. Oh, okay, I play. There we go. Now it's back. Sort of. Not really, but whatever. I promise I want to do more than just that to him. There we go. What did I say about this game not liking to do emulation a lot? Remember? Oh yes, let's go ahead and use my move to get against me, huh? That's probably where it's going to be stuck for a little bit. Again, I'm fine. Oh, come on, game. What was that sort of point deduction? Of course, I'm going to lose now. Now's where I'm going to be stuck. Oh, well. Come on. And of course, I don't have keyboards set up either, but, you know, I know Clive would probably complain if I did. Fuck it. I'll just stick there. I was doing good, but we'll have a malfunction. I'll figure it out. My controllers have not worked with me at all today, so. Okay, this might just be the emulation. What in the hell, game? Oh, there we go. Now you seem to be working something. Not really. Oh, can I beat him through the gate if we try? Yes, you can grab. That's right. I forgot about that. Dude, this was the problem I was talking about earlier, but I don't want to reset it 6 minutes in. I'm not gonna play that game, guys. So don't worry about it. I mean, it would be an easy fix, but you know, I'm not too worried about it, I guess. I'm not gonna force, you know, special privileges on it. Hopefully it's just this fight, and if I can get through it. You know, game, it would be real nice if you let me have a wake up on this dude. I wonder if the whole thing just sat there and reset itself, honestly. Because now that's playing like it's not easy anymore. I'll let Clive tell me what to do. It's all up to him. So I am good either way. Oh yeah, it did. It did completely reset itself on my controller. Yeah, it did. No. That's one. Oh, I'm sure. Eventually I'll get it. But I literally, like, 3 fights into this thing, literally lost almost all my buttons, Rabbit. But, let's see. Challenges. Consider this like an extra challenge for the week, eh? That's what I'm gonna do. Now, who threw what at me? As somebody who usually plays this game on normal and stuff, I could tell you this is not how easy runs. At least none of the times I've played it. I could be wrong. I don't know. Maybe I actually had a working controller last time I tried this. Where's Clive? Clive? No, judges. I know one of y'all are in here. I've got just these kicks. I've lost my yo-yo. I've lost my punches. I've lost my grabs. Yeah, that's about where we're at. I think I got it in time. Yeah, that's where that's about where I'm at, man. See, I am literally hitting every button, and that's supposed to be a yo-yo. Not of that, but yeah, that's what it's doing. Yeah, that's pretty much it. And like I said, it worked fine for 4 fights, and then it started acting up. But again, I don't know. That's why I'd rather have played it on the Mini, but that started acting up too. You know what? Here's what I'm going to do. You guys get to troubleshoot with me. How does this sound? Let's go troubleshoot real quick. I like troubleshooting. Just pause that. You guys want to come with me on this little ride? Ready? Why stuff does not like me? I'm going to try something though before we go too far down a rabbit hole. Shut that off. Grab that. Look, I mean, I know my timer was going to reset. Let me just see. I'm curious because I've never had a controller fail on this thing. Again, it could be the emulation. I don't know. Let me see if it could just be DuckStation too. Who knows? Let me see if I can do a mid-game controller swap. Let me just have a curiosity, and then if it works, I will reset the whole entire thing. All right. Nope. So it's still reading on that, meaning I wanted to try it. That's all it came down to. I wanted to try it. Exit that to that. Settings. Where's doubt it, but maybe. That's it. Come with me on a journey, y'all. Half the reason I would rather be using my minis. Okay, let me give a quick test real quick. I don't have RetroArch. I don't like RetroArch. The closest thing I have is, and it wouldn't take me that long to get this game over. I just can't guarantee how it would look. Is I go, well, and it depends on how fast my computer wants to move stuff. Technically, RetroBat is RetroArch. They use all the same cores. But the other thing is the cores that they would use would be DuckStation, which is what I'm using currently. So, you get it? I might have to reset the emulator too, but let me see. Or I'll just reset the stream. It's one of those two. But let me just see if this works here. But, you know, at the same time, it's live. It's live. The hell do I care? I'm just going to test. I'm testing. Just see if all my buttons work. Oh, okay. I think I have that still around. I could probably look. I might still have that. I might go in the BRB and see if I still... I think I do, but let me see. Yeah, there's a single kick. Well, so this is test 1. I don't know if it'll go past that, because now I do have all buttons, finally. Because it wasn't even doing that on first test run, by the way. And by the way, I don't know if you noticed, no, I did not switch the controls. But you see what I mean? It literally, this is how medium works as compared to what we were playing. I do have the one you mentioned though. Well, yeah, but don't forget I was 4 fights in, and then it messed up, and I can't get to the 4th fight again without going through this. How well does that? Oh, nope, there started. How well does PSXE whatever the heck work? Alright, you know what I'm gonna do? I think I got this. Clive, everybody, ignore this. I'm just going to reset the stream. No. Okay. I mean, I can try it. Give me a second. I was about to say I could just reset. If it doesn't work, I'll just reset the stream. Remember where it's all at? That's going to be fun remembering. I have not used this thing in a while and forever. Meaning... Well, I'm aware of that, but if I have to go switch full emulators all the way around and drag stuff, I don't want to. Well, I mean, unless nobody cares. If nobody cares, I don't care. You know, I was just going to save you guys boredom, honestly. Where's my PlayStation? I'm trying to remember if I even have the game in here still. Nope, it wouldn't be in the games. It would be in the disk images. That's right. CD images, and there it is. Cool. Come here. Fuck off. Try this one more time. But I do know what you mean by the RetroArch thing and all that stuff like that working, because that's generally why my go-to is RetroBat, because it's pretty much the same things. It runs all the same cores. If I need if I need any more cores on them, it actually pulls from the RetroArch. So yeah, that's that thing. It's just a little bit more flashier. That's about it. Is that gonna work? Is that the one I needed to click? Yes. I just don't have any PlayStation set up over there because the graphics get grainy. All right, let's try this again. See if my controller works. If not, I'll battle through it. See if the emulator works to start with. Yeah, that's a fun little bit of information, isn't it? There's your PSX for you, by the way, man. Oh, I had like to look up, like, wait. Wait. I might just hit be right back screen now and just maybe drag them over and just get them to work. I mean, it shouldn't be that hard to do, right? If I need to. Those Clive's got an idea, because I do not have a RetroArch set up or even know where there is a folder for said RetroArch in my computer anymore. If it even is still there. There we go. Let's see. Do you recognize my controller game? It looks like it. Alright. So far, looks like it. Let's try. If this worked for you, man, and it doesn't screw up, I'm going to give 2 battles. Try it, maybe. If it doesn't screw up, then we're good. I will reset it. I'll get everything in. We'll go for it, you know? Hopefully, Clive is the best master. My screen. Well. So first battle we already know works. Alright, I'm not too worried about the first battle. Not worried about the first battle. Let's see if it will continue through the everything else. So I'm wondering if it was I accidentally skipped this little scene the last time and didn't give it a chance to load correctly, but give me a second. So far? Yeah, let's just say this much. I don't even have an option, I don't think, on my stuff because I've looked to run this emulator on any of the massive stations. So it was after this. Wow, what the heck sort of a Sonic move was that, lady? Sonic the Hedgehog over here with a die job? This is where it started screwing up, right? I'll give it one more. If we're good, I'm just going to reset the emulator and get it in there, and we're going to go. Just one more. Because this is about the time it started messing up. But also being on normal does not help either. Oh, yeah, well, he almost did something smart. I don't remember what jump buttons are. There we are. Oh, I can backhand now. Okay. Yep, first thing I missed with that. And first thing he uses one of those. Just take it down on the ground level. Oh, yeah, I forgot about Captain Pistol over here. Captain not happy with me is what this is. Are we good? Game. Watch our reset and it does it. That was the one it screwed up on. The fact that it started off good, I'm good. Let's get it. I will trust the Clive. I will trust the person who at least knows what he's looking at. Or who has done this before. Let's do it. And it's stuff. As soon as this thing decides it wants to load itself. What did my defaults look like? Yeah, it's still there, so I gotta leave the title screen. Let's just play a game. How long is it gonna take to load? Is that what you did? Well, I'm about ready to sit there and turn this into a live action, beat the snots out of the stuff, because you see. Okay, you know what, game? You worked good. Why are we having issues now? Oh, wait. I know why we're having issues. Trina came in. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll do that. If I need to, like I said, I will drag it over somewhere to the closest thing to RetroArch I have, and we'll just play. You know, does that work? That's all the infos. What was my fast forward on this? I know there is one. There we are. You know what? It's up. It's running. I'm not going to ask questions. It just needed a quick whatever. I mean, it might be, but yeah, well, like I said, Clive, ain't nobody want to see me dance. So, ain't not a single person want to see me dance. It'd be like seeing Wook dance. Yeah, ain't nobody want to see that either. Easy 260, 160 off. See? That's the only reason I don't dance on stream. Alright, you know, I'm gonna be fair though. Yeah. I started off with her. I had the tech issues. Let's go back to her. But it's you know, here's the thing, Nazrina. I noticed it wasn't a lot of what she claimed when she was doing Origins. I want to see how much she can get away with doing while playing Oblivion, because both of those are a little bit more complicated than Pal World. I give her credit; she's good at them. Don't think I'm saying wrong. I'm just curious if she can do that while playing something like Oblivion. Literally, I'll find out tonight, or as soon as I'm done here. So, you know, I expect to be shocked and amazed. Which, like always, I really do. Yep. Like I said, I expect to be shocked and amazed. But... Let's try this again, huh? So, like I said, I did originally have this all set up on my PS Mini, worked perfectly. So, yeah, you know, everything was great. And then the flash drive on my Mini stopped working. So, after the stream, I'm going to be resetting that all up. Well, okay, there's a big difference between Skyrim and Oblivion, girl. Says the one who's having problems with the mage boss. Oh no, she's got that thing going. Nope. Ooh, that's just because I did not throw. Now that, wow, so it does go up, huh? This is going to be the longest so I don't get down there with him. Not a single disclaimer. Yeah, we probably should, though. Ah, pole guy. Alright. Win. Oh, how did he dodge that thing? There we go. Oh, wake up! He do fast. Yeah, maybe if I face the right. There we go. I eked that one out. Ah. Some reason I swear I'm looking faster. Oh, goody, the computer's learning what the hell a block button is, and I'm not happy with that. Okay, computer knows some combos too. And dodge. Mm-hmm. Past that stage. Right? The countering does have its little moments, huh? Or if you have, yeah, because like, you know, especially when you get a rhythm going and they decide that they want to do 95 different things about it. Yeah. But dude, I don't even have disclaimers, and if anyone should have one, that should be me, and you know this. Okay, computer, we get a little antsy pissy here. Alright. Oh, yeah. Tiffa. Come on, everybody. Oh, yes. And the being able to catch you on a low. Dude. I think I've pissed him off a little. There we go. Got it. Yeah, Tiffa has always been one of those ones that's like, you know, that was actually half the reason why I decided when I got this game the first time ever, mind you, by the way, that I wasn't going to try the fighting. Wow, he actually got through that. Okay. Uh-huh. Oh, yes. And now here comes the interruptions, huh? There we go. I won. Let's also not forget about this dude and his BS interrupters. I will just roll around the damn screen. Yeah, and it's fair. Well, I mean, she was kind of a pain in 7, too, but... Oh, we can somehow learn stuff, huh, computer? That's my jump button. That's right. One of the weirdest jump buttons in the whole entire fighting industry. Oh yeah, I forgot he's got ground attacks. Well, that strategy isn't going to work again. Plus the ability to go invisible while on the ground? Yeah. There we go. He's done. He's done. But, like I said, I've loved this game. I used to have it physically, like, 3 times. I have no clue what happened to either one of the copies. I think some of it was I let people borrow it, and then all of a sudden, it never came back. You know. But, yeah. So, that's the, but then, of course, I am a Square Enix fanboy, like, by heart. Everybody knows this. Pretty much if it has Square Enix on the title, you probably guarantee I have it either digitally this way or somewhere in a library of stuff. So yep. It's almost a guarantee. If I don't have it, I will make it a life mission to find it. Speaking of, here's your favorite rogue. Here's your girl. Yeah, I wasn't even standing to do that whole thing, game. The choke reversey slammer. Yeah, with all those, that doesn't surprise me. I forgot. Princess Fire over here, huh? What about... Yeah, that's right. You did say this was Princess Spammer, huh? I gotta figure out how they do that invisible thing. That's what I gotta do. Yeah. That invisible thing that they are throwing at me now. You know, right through my yo-yo. That thing. I just gotta figure out block, but... Oh, and that works now, game? Alright. This must be the final boss. She must be. So she can hit me for, like, next to all my health. What's block anyway? That's something. Okay, well, I found how these returns, whatever, but okay. Might be my stall. But I've still got time though, so we could be wrong. Lots of time. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out. Here's this. How does everybody have a ground attack but me? But me. That's what I want to know. Right off of it, huh? Sure, I can't use you guys the same trick. Alright, that works for me. Okay. Right. Now, you know what? If everyone else has gotten past her, I know I'm just going to do it eventually, and it's going to be by luck. Yep. It was about the time she gets down like that is when she starts having a knipty. There we go. Last one down. Now I'll never touch her again. Yep, see? Oh, never mind. I managed to get behind her. That works for me. Alright. Can't really do it when you're behind her. Oh, yes. 13. Wannabe 13, huh? Does anybody else think it's a little unfair that you have enemies that are that close to the ground in this? Or am I the only one who sees that as a small design flaw? Yeah, I've figured that one on that. Yeah. I'd like to know whose bright idea this is to have a monster thingy that can sit there and literally just cancel your everything. So that's one. Like, oh, yeah, especially when you got that one character where everything you do is gonna be like that, like all non-ground based, pretty much. Yeah, I don't know how they expect that one, but I don't remember what crouch is on this game. Pretty sure it's one of these buttons. Okay, so the computer can, of course, go right through all my attacks, but I can't do a single one of theirs. Yeah, of course, that makes sense. Sure, you can pat 13. There we go. I found a button. Oh, we're gonna 13, stop. 13, stop. That's not what I made you to do. Yep. Okay. Okay. The computer sees what I'm all on about. Stop. Okay, so I forgot this cheating game. There we go. See if that works again. Nope. Nope. He straight said, no, we ain't playing this today, girly. Unless I put him down there where he's got no room to run. Then that works perfectly fine. I guess, does this count as one of the battles, guys, or is this the reset? I forgot. Just because there's credits, that's why I'm asking. Okay. No reset yet? I don't understand, just simple nopes. Oh, so I can reset now? Remember how to... Oh, that might be fun. Oh my goodness. Well, let's see if that works. I got plenty of time for this thing to be stupid, so let's see. Let's see how well this works, huh? Okay. Oh, you mean the never-ending credits? Give it a second. I might have to redo the whole entire load on it. I haven't updated this thing too in forever, but oh well. I got plenty of time. You said an hour, right? So yeah. This is the same problem I had last time, by the way, with this particular ROM I'm using. It takes a full reset like that. I don't know. The PSX I'm using is 113. I've heard they have a couple out that I have not gotten to yet because I've switched over to other stuff. I might need to sit there and just, you know, deal with not the best rendition of graphics being a PS1 and figure it out too, but eh. Alright, arcade. It's here. I mean, cause, okay, so the on that. Oh yes, no, let's try to avoid that button on Sephiroth. Okay. Well, I mean, you know, it is kind of funny though. Sephiroth's controls, eh? So it's like you're right. It's like I think after the third or fourth time I saw that whole entire thing where it's getting mutilated by a whatever dog, stop being it. But I think the first time I saw it, I think I sat there for like 20 minutes laughing. So I gotta get out of that after I use it once. Got it. I won. Let's see. Let's move that out of the way. I said I don't care about him. And what level he wants to be on. This guy already starts out with his BS. Yep. Been touched by the hand of God, Hannah. Oh, he can. Okay, that was a good counter. Actually, I'm not even gonna be mad at that, honestly. Alright, if he managed to Jackie Chan his way around all my attacks and hits me 2 more times, I would have been a little mad. Let's just be honest. You know, all these characters should be pleased to be touched by Sephiroth. She went under. Game. Okay. I figured that was going to have my number on her with him. Hold on, game. Where do you get that? I had that contact going way before she did. And you're going to sit there and say she did something? Yeah, sure. I'm used to PS1 cheating. I really am. Just have to cheat back. Not really. Just have to push the buttons before they even sit there and realize I'm pushing buttons. That's all I got to do. Yeah. I gotta remember that combo though. Put him in the corner. Alright, dude. Phase through 95 of my attacks, huh? And drop on the bottom yourself. Alright. Thank you, buddy. Now let's get this back to where you remember who you are, who I am. If I can remember who I am. Yep, I don't remember who I am. And yeah. This is the only thing I did not like about the older fighting games. When you got into later levels, how it sat there and just whatever to you, but you know, at the same time, I think it's what's made most of us, if not all of us, here in these competitions, and all around the world better at being able to play some of these newer games where, you know, you set the difficulty and it just sits there and gives you that same difficulty through the whole thing. Would you kindly just stand still and let me beat your ass like the god I am, huh? Thank you. It's like I gotta get these fighters to remember my mother is Genova. Oh, and he already done started with hippies. Really, game. All right. Right. I see a rabbit has disappeared. I think she got tired of watching me get my butt kicked. Dude, Sephiroth, I said get up like 6 times, man. Come on. Nah, with all that interruption, too. Man. There we go. Caught him in an uppercut. Oh, I couldn't juggle him? What game? What game? There we go. There's my juggle I was looking for. Okay. I see what your make-believe system is. Yoshimitsu much? There we go. Taking a fuck off. Yay, you're back. Oh, I went off the top turnbuckle. That works for me. Oh, Cloud done learned something watching all these battles, huh? Alright. Cloud done learned something watching his nemesis working his way to him, huh? Works for me. Oh, hey, look. Well, of course. Right, Tiffa. Can I just call straight BS on her on that being able to block a low slide with a high kick and an interrupt, nonetheless? Too tense. Anybody else think that is absolute bullshit? She can block a glide? And a sword. A slide and a sword. Nonetheless. And a wake up. Yep, well, this is Tiffa. Yep, no more spells. Now I get my sword out, sort of. But how do one program anything as a fighter? Just sit first off with this broken girl. Secondly, with one hit cancels your swords. Stay down, woman. She runs away for a fireball. Okay. Yeah, if I remember, it was Tiffa that always did the most to Sephiroth anyway, or at least anytime I played it. You sit. You sit. Yeah, sure. Well, I wish I knew how to do all those, game. I mean, you know what? I will take a jumping her fireball. Last time I checked, you're not supposed to be able to interrupt on wake up. Oh, that was a slide instead of a jump, because I forgot what the jump button was. I got one. Shows about how much BS and my really okay. Two hits that this computer just decided we're gonna do playground rules, huh? Okay, okay. Do you guys remember playground rules? I hit you, nuh-uh. The one with the stupidest interpretation of the rules, the one that had the rule right. You remember that? Yeah, his wake up needs to be a little bit faster, it really does. Outside of her point blank, what the hell was that? There's one. Oh yeah, no, those were the fun rules. The one who could come up with the biggest bunch of BS is the one that was usually the powerful one on the playground. Really. That was a full connect on anybody else game, and you know it. How is it they nerfed the hell out of his sword, too, by the way? I don't think so, game. No. Please, game. So it hit the side rail. Like, dude, everybody knows the only complaining I'm having is really with Tiffa. But then, of course, yes, I'm not the only one. Sephiroth is goat. And a block on that, huh? And an interrupt on Wake Up. Oh, all right. She got broke on this reset. I don't even know what the interrupt button is, if this is anything. Thank you. Yep. So now my attacks damage her attacks damage me, my attacks damage me. Yes, Tiffa, you are broken. But yet, we all know put a controlled character on her, and she is pedestrian. It almost feels like this was one of those games. I want to say that was the first one that started with that read your input stuff. There we go. But yeah. Oh, ball game. I so had to jump on that. Oh yeah, she is one of the faster characters in this game. And they broken. Stop it, Tiffa. But, you know. I know what Square Enix did. They play with their moneymaker, baby. That's what they did. That's the only thing I can think of as to why she is the only one that is like this. Okay, I'm like, why can't I move now? Oh yeah, that's right, because she's going to do something that's going to, on one hit, regardless of where I'm at, take 33% of my health. I don't know. I mean, probably. But of course, I could see the arcade being this whole entire difficulty through it because, you know, arcades, they're made for your money. So I could see maybe this was like in a port, because I believe it was one temporarily. I think. I have to look it up. But I could see this being a port of maybe an arcade that never came over here. And they just forgot to... like, they took care of all the other characters' issues, but they forgot to take care of hers, Luz. This is the one you... Yeah. And I said, this is Princess Tank Top and Shorts. Okay, you interrupt the wake up, really? Ah. Yeah, I could see it. I could see it being the every character computer controlled acting like this, and they just forgot when they went in to change Tiffa. I really could. I really can. I really can see that being a mistake and nobody catching it. Because I don't remember seeing an arcade machine for this, but again, if that's ball game, I am so holding that button you hate. See. I mean, you know, I could just be my usual on that whole entire comment there, Rogue. I think I'll be nice today. Hey, yo, princess. Thank you. You know, in a fighting match, you're supposed to get hit, right? Princess? Alright. You know what? That says a lot. Really, that does. That says a lot. That explains a whole bunch, too. That really does explain a whole bunch. That makes sense now. You ever try to play a real a Namco fighter? That makes sense for why, you know, after the come on. Why after like the third round everything starts getting like this, where at least midway and stuff like that at least made you feel like you were doing really Tiffa. At least made you feel like you were doing something by at least all, you know, letting you get to the mirror rounds and stuff. Namco's like, we will let you go and we will soul crush you 3 fights in. Yep, that explains Tiffa a whole lot, honestly. I know I'm hitting the same thing you're doing. I know I am, and I'm still going through it. So that's what I mean. They're allowed. So see, I flashed blue right there. I should have been an interrupt and get me a free hit. She just could kick right through it. And proceed with this BS. Tekken did the same thing too until you figured out the character matches, which they do have the character matches down on this, which I think honestly is why you guys sit there and say on these fighting games and stuff not switch the characters, because by these old ones, if you've played fighting games, you should know the who is strong against who, the who is weak against who, and all that stuff like that, which would kind of make it a slight unfair, right? No, I'll never do that again, because she's going to phase right through every one of my hits. Yep, and block every little thing that touches her, sort of. Fire up close fireballs. Yep. Uh-huh. Yep. Dodge. Yep, okay. Mount the bad guy, because that's what all she does. Lay on the ground and get phased through when you try to roundhouse her. Yeah, I love her though. I'm not disliking this game at all. We all know Tiffa was just a dick. And I will give them, this was one of the hardest dungeon RPGs. Yeah, probably. This was also one of the hardest dungeon RPGs that came out with since Windows 95. If not the hardest one that they ever came out with. So, yeah. I think I remember in the arcade a few times since it was all randomized. You pick a character. I had a couple times I played it, and this was my first fight. And at that point, though, you know, people that were in that thing all the time were pretty much, we all had this kind of idea. You start up the game and Tiffa shows up. First fight. At the end of that fight, especially since she always acted like this too in the arcade, you just kind of let your timer at the loss count down, and then restart the whole entire thing, and just get a different start on it. You know? Yeah. That was kind of what everybody did. You just kind of got Tiffa. You just kind of stood back, let the thing just get 2 perfects on you, lose that credit, and you know, just go for the next whatevers. Yeah, sure. Tiffa, just phase through everything I'm trying to give you. I swear, I'm about to call her broke. Like, broke with Sephiroth. Like, maybe she was being good with the female that was being played because she wanted to sleep with it. I don't know. But we all know that she had problems with bad guys, and actually, I'm still trying to figure out if Sephiroth is actually the bad guy or the good guy. But you know, yeah, I'll give this a couple more. Why not? Maybe not. She's gonna keep doing that BS. Character in the world I know that can sit there and phase through punches. She's the only one in the game that is phasing through attacks on Wake Up. You know, Sephiroth got the Aerith's offside by coming out of the ceiling and putting a sword through her, so... You know... I mean, I do have other ways, just... I'm pretty sure the rules will not allow me to, straight stab an opponent through the heart, though. I think it's all that. I think it's all that we're on top of a Mako tub. I think that's what it is. She got that. She got that roid rage of Mako. That's what it is. Oh, of course. Oh, last hit. That was actually a close one. I like that. I like that one. That's about that time you end up bruising fingers or having the arcade owner come over and sit there and be like, "Easy on my machine." When both you and the computer got down to the last hit and it was down to literally who could land the next hit. That's when the arcade owners hated you. See, you can't realize I don't. It's like I tell everybody, I don't got no tattoos of Tiffa or anyone like that. I've straight got Aerith on me, so she. Let's be honest. I think game. I think the only reason that they offed her like that is they realized in playtesting that she was going to be that one character that the rest of the characters didn't need any other part of that story, and you could have probably just wiped through it if you just did a couple right things. I'll just call that there. We know where I went. I'm just getting tired of Tiffa. Alright. This is my... That was my... I don't care. That was my been awake for just a couple hours when started it. No breakfast run, so yeah. So that's what I'm gonna call it on. So yeah. I mean, yeah, that's fair. That's fair though. Hey, you know, I'm happy. I am. Actually, I really am. You know, one whole completion, got back up to Tiffa. For some strange reason, Tiffa has Sephiroth's number on this time. I just also know when to call it. Because I sat there, took the amount of times it took to beat her with the Yoko, and doubled it. And if I wasn't going to beat her within that, fuck it. That's the way I saw it. That's pretty much where I know where to call things on that. So it's also the thing that makes sense to me. So, you know, so that way you don't end up playing yourself into stupid rage and start hating stuff, especially if you love it. Because I've seen people do that. Oh yeah, no, I made sure I was gonna make, because I wanted to complete it twice. I was gonna make sure I at least made a damn effort at it. Nobody couldn't say I didn't make an effort to try to go through 2 completions at least, minimal. So, yep, that's that. I know I'm probably not as good as I thought I would be in the standings for this one, but again, favorite game. Yes, it does tick me off. Not as bad as some of the other ones. It's only Tifa that ticks me off, but man, if this is one of those ones, if somebody got a question asked about what would you be stranded on an island with if you could only take one game with you, it'd be this one. It would be. So, yeah. Yeah. So, yeah, that's about the way I see it. So, that's my opinion. But with that, I will go ahead and run the end, and I will see you guys who follow and stuff on Twitch, either somewhere around almost immediately, or at least with me in about 3 hours, maybe 4. But one of those 2. So yeah, take care. Have a great evening, and I'll see you all next week over here on YouTube anyway.